Welcome to Hitman Boxing. Hit that like and subscribe button. So Eddie Hearn is ready to offer Deontay Wilder a 2-fight deal. Obviously, Deontay Wilder is going to have to get past Tyson Fury, who he fights on December 1st. But according to Eddie Hearn, the first fight between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder will take place on April 13th at Wembley Stadium in London. The second fight, that's if Deontay Wilder were to win the first fight, the second fight would be held in the United States, which, when it's said, it sounds fair, right? But we got to realize who we're dealing with, and I'm talking about both sides, because both sides have been extremely fraudulent, whether you want to admit it or not. But a lot of things don't add up from both sides, and I'm tired of picking one side over the other, whether it's Joshua over Wilder or Wilder over Joshua. I just want to see the damn fight. Now, this is maybe debatable. I tried looking this up before the fight, but if Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder on December 1st, there will be an immediate rematch between the two. Now, I'm wondering if the same goes for Deontay Wilder beating Tyson Fury. I've read in some places that if Deontay Wilder beats Fury, then there's also going to be a rematch. So they're already kind of locking each other down for 2019. Because both guys, you know, whether it's Joshua or Wilder, typically just fight twice a year anyway, you know. So if there's a rematch clause for both guys, we won't see the Wilder-Joshua fight in 2019 at all. Now, let's get into this quote from Eddie Hearn. If Fury wins and the rematch clause kicks in, we know we've got to move on ourselves, but my instruction is make that fight. They haven't really wanted to speak to me before it. Now when the fight's over, if Wilder wins, we'll be on him on Sunday saying, any chance now? Can we meet now? If they say no again, I don't know what else we can do. If they are true to their word on December 2nd, if they beat Tyson Fury, we will immediately start negotiations and we'll see where we get to. April 13th is easy, and it's a 2-fight deal this time. The offer that we've made. One in America, one in the UK. We cannot say fairer than that. We've got to do our best to try and make it happen, and we'll be doing that straight after the fight. We've been trying to do it for the last 2 months, but no, wait. We'll wait, and we'll have a go on December 2nd, and we probably got 3 weeks to make the fight. It's enough time if everyone is sensible, but who knows whether they really want it deep down. Eddie Hearn's statement, right? Okay, so Deontay Wilder is preparing for a fight with Tyson Fury. I don't really see the reasoning to enter negotiations with Anthony Joshua during that time. Don't see the point. Now, of course, Deontay Wilder's team has mentioned that they will enter in negotiations after the Fury fight, which got to hold them at their word. Got to hold Eddie Hearn at his word at this moment in time as well. So we're looking forward to those negotiations. However, if someone can please post an article for me, because I was looking all over for it. I have Deontay Wilder beating Tyson Fury by knockout. But my thing is, will there be a rematch after that? We know if Tyson Fury wins, there's going to be an immediate rematch. So if you've got an article you can send me to kind of clear the air for me, just asking for the article, just send it to me, okay? Because that's going to debunk everything that Eddie Hearn says. Because he would know about that, right? If he knows there's a rematch clause, then what's the point? What's the point in even entering in negotiations if they're not going to be able to fight next? You know what I'm saying? Because of the rematch clause. I think that's a fair thing to say. Now, another thing that we got to get into is, well, let's just talk briefly about this. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury ticket sales. You know, the arena that they're going to be fighting at hosts 20,000 seats. Now, I was just on, let's see, what is this? I was just looking at StubHub, and they don't tell you exactly how many seats are left over, but, you know, if I go through the rows, if I'm looking at 107, I got 26 tickets, 108, 13 tickets, 109, 17 tickets, 3 tickets at 110, 111, 22, 112, 21 tickets. I mean, there's a good number of tickets left in the arena. You know, Shelly Finkel's tried to save face and say that they had to open up, you know, more seating for the arena due to the overwhelming demand. Damn, a ticket that costs $3,000? Where's that at? One ticket, $4,500? Is that serious? Okay, so that's not even floor seats. That's like damn near nosebleeds. But from the looks of it, nosebleeds, wow, $142. But honestly, there's a good amount of seats left for this fight. I mean, we won't know until fight day or fight night rather. But you know, Wilder's team can say what they want to. You know, it is what it is, man. Like, there's a good number of seats left. I'm not gonna get on the dudes and you know, talk shit about that. But it's a good number of tickets. Don't lie. Now, in terms of this fight being on pay-per-view, I'm thinking I just might buy this fight, man. You know, I gotta, as a boxing channel, man, I gotta support these fighters whether I like them or not. So, you know, Deontay Wilder, I've been very critical of him on this channel, but I think I'm gonna buy the fight, man. It's only $100. I'll have a few people over. It'll be a good night to, you know, get drunk, get fucked up, and do a very entertaining post-fight review. Like the old days. I'm going to do that shit for my fans, for my OGs from back in the day, you know, like LM, and, you know, there's so many to even bring up right now. But people who've been rocking with me since day one, they remember the OG post-fight interviews. I was mostly drunk during those. But interesting to note that there's a good number of seats left, man. But whatever, it is what it is. Now, back to Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder negotiations. You know, let's just say that Tyson Fury doesn't have a rematch clause, and Deontay Wilder does knock out Tyson Fury. Hopefully they can come to some sort of agreement to fight on April 13th, and if Wilder does win on April 13th, they can come to the U.S. and fight. You know, is that enough time to promote the fight? I mean, it's hard to say, man, to be honest with you. It's very hard for me to say. What platform is it going to be on? Would it be on DAZN? I'm not sure if that's a smart move to put that on DAZN at the moment. You know, I think this should be a pay-per-view fight in the United States for sure. But however you guys do things in the UK, I mean, however Anthony Joshua does his fights, keep that constant and make sure it's on pay-per-view in the United States, man. I mean, we don't even know how many buys Wilder Fury's going to get anyway. But, you know, hopefully the event is a success, which would make it more likely for Wilder and Joshua to take place. You know, Eddie Hearn said some shit earlier. He said that if Wilder Fury does, over 1 million pay-per-view buys, he'll do 50-50. I mean, shit. I don't see Wilder Fury doing 1 million pay-per-view buys, but then again, that's why he said that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm trying to call it straight down the middle in terms of these guys, man, because Wilder's team be on bullshit. Joshua's team be on bullshit. Whether it's about money, whether we talking about guys' records, and you know, Deontay Wilder made a comment about his record is better than Anthony Joshua's. Like, be honest. If you're a boxing fan, right? If you're a true boxing fan, can you honestly tell yourself that Deontay Wilder's overall resume, his overall body of work, is better than Anthony Joshua's? This has nothing to do with who you think wins the fight between the two. This has nothing to do with who you think should be the A side or the B side, even though that's clear. AJ's the A side, Wilder's the B side. But there's no argument or debate about whose resume is better. It's Joshua. Joshua has the better resume. You know? So hopefully we can get this fight sooner rather than later. If there's no rematch clause for Tyson Fury, there's no reason why this fight shouldn't be made on April 13th. And we get the 2 fights. You know, in terms of in terms of Deontay Wilder, you know, you gotta, I don't want to say you gotta take what's given to you, man, but like other dudes have been in this situation before in their career. Mayweather, De La Hoya. Like, it's been many dudes who've been in a situation where they were the B side and had to fight the A side, had to take the scraps to become the A side. If Deontay Wilder truly wants to become an icon, a global icon, because he's not a global icon at the moment, to become global, he must fight Anthony Joshua. He must knock out Anthony Joshua in the UK. This is how I see it. He must knock him out in front of his fans in the UK to become a global icon. Okay? Because if you take these offers that they give you and they still renege on the fight, then it's clear as day that they ducking. They ducking. Simple as that. But only time will tell. I mean, let me know what you guys think about this latest development. And again, if you've got an article with regard to the contract situation between Wilder and Fury, just send me the link, man, because I'd like to check it out. But again, I mean, we've talked about Wilder-Fury rematch clause. We've talked about, you know, the ticket sales for Wilder-Fury. We've talked about, you know, what's best for business in terms of negotiating. You know, after the fight, both parties have agreed to negotiate with each other. Like, there's a lot of different things that come into play with regard to this fight. So I'm not going to get all crazy and shit, but if y'all start posting some BS in the comment section, I just might make another video about Deontay Wilder or Anthony Joshua, bashing either one of them. It really doesn't matter to me anymore at this point. I just want to see the fight. I want to see Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. I wish Anthony Joshua would be a little bit more vocal. I wish this motherfucker would actually come to Deontay Wilder-Fury fight. I wish. I caught Sporting Icon's video earlier. Shout out to him. But I caught his video earlier, and, you know, Joshua's got, you know, endorsement engagements and shit like that. But, you know, I'd really like for him. It would be a good look if he came to the fight, man. Like, honestly, it would. I've never even seen these two guys in the same room. But something's got to give, man. Something has got to give. Hitman Boxing, drop a comment, like the video, subscribe. I'm out.